Amazing. It's still Friday right here on your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, and I'm having such an amazing time. I'm sure you can feel the energy with everything going on, from the kitchen to the performances to the interviews. We're definitely giving it to you back to back, and we're not about to stop right about now. So, of course, you know, on Fridays, we love to bring you fashion. And today I have a returning designer. Of course, she's known for her amazing, amazing pieces, and is none other than Mrs. Sandra. Oh, welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you, Winfrey.
How are you feeling today?
Fine,
You look
you.
absolutely ethereal. I
Thank you.
love the white. I love what the blouse is doing. Like
Thank
right now,
you.
this is my, anything that is just going to just
I guess.
you guess it. I don't need to explain. How are you doing though?
I'm fine, thank you. And
All
you?
right. I mean, the last time you were here, okay, not here, at our other studio, and now you're here at our new. Well, first of all, what do you think about our new studio?
Like, it looks really good.
It looks really good.
I was telling her that this place looks like, what would I call it, like world class.
It's world class now. It's
Yeah.
not, it doesn't look like it is world class. Yeah, the
Okay.
best of its kind. Right. Okay. So now let's talk about the brand. So now tell me, what has actually happened?
Okay.
I mean, since the last time we actually had a conversation right here.
It's just become consistent growth, basically. So it's just been one step at a time, like doing different things, trying to see if they work, and they end up working for me enough.
Yeah, amazing.
That's
So
it.
now let's talk about the brand, right? Just for people joining us here
Okay.
for the first time, literally are not aware of the brand yet and all of that. Let's talk about the brand. So now, how did this whole dream, the dream about fashion, your designs, how did that come about?
So I think I even said it the last time. So I've kind of like always known I was going to do this, right? Even when I was young, like 7 years. So
Oh, wow.
I'm always that person that goes to the tailors. When my mom takes I and my sisters to the tailors, I'm always
Yes.
that person that is going with her sketch and saying, I want my dress to look like this, you
Like
get.
this.
So I kind of like always
Knew
know,
that
always
that was-
known what I was
wow.
going to do, right?
Yeah.
And then you know how it is. You tell your parents, a normal Nigerian parents, that you want to study fashion design. And they're like, oh no,
No,
you cannot study. Yes. So I went to school. I had two passions basically. So I always wanted to be an engineer and a fashion designer.
Nice.
I went to school. I studied chemical engineering. I graduated. I just knew that, okay, when I started having my kids, I knew that I couldn't keep working for too long, right? So I just had to like take a step back and figure out what I was going to do. And then it just
came up,
Yes,
and,
it just
I
came
mean,
up.
and you are here now. Amazing. I think that's something that I think is really, really interesting. When I meet people and tell me that, see, from the get-go, I knew I literally was
of
going to
course,
do this
of course,
from a very young age, and they actually followed through and then bring that to life. I think it's a superpower that you can actually explain. Let's talk about
I
the
agree.
designs. So now your designs are definitely one that's from anywhere you can actually spot
See,
it,
yeah.
right? Once you see, you're like, okay, fine, that is Sandra O design. So tell me, what is the major inspiration behind your pieces?
To be very honest, I wouldn't say there's one element or one thing that inspires the design. I just know for a fact that I don't want our dresses looking like every other dress you see online, right? I just want something distinct, something that once people would see, they would know that, okay, this is from MSO Lagos.
Yes.
So I just decided to always go with a particular design aesthetic. It always has to have pleats, it always has to have ruching, it always has to have puff, just something that when you see is like distinctive, like you kind of know that, yes, this is MSO Lagos,
MSO
yes.
design. Amazing. So now you're speaking about MSO Lagos. Now,
Yes.
I mean, the last time you were here, it was Mrs. Sandra.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and now it's MSO Lagos for
Yeah.
short. And I love it. It sounds like short,
Yeah,
simple, straight to the
simple,
point,
yeah,
right? And
easier.
also easy to remember. So now tell me, why they won't call it like a total rebranding, but like
I just wanted to make it easy for everybody to pronounce. You
yes.
get. So you see people saying things like Miss Sandra or MRS. So I just wanted people to be able to pronounce it easily. The name is still there. The name is not going anywhere. It's just having people, like giving people like an easy pass to say, okay, MSO Lagos is kind of easy to pronounce.
All right, amazing. Now talk about Mrs. Now talking about how, I mean, you rarely see people saying, okay, fine, I'm doing my brand and I'm going to put Mrs.
But there's
So
Mrs. Skipper though.
There's Mrs. Yes, there's that.
Mrs.
True.
Skipper, yes,
yeah, but then again,
yes.
my point is that we don't see so much of that because you know now. I mean, feminist movement. I mean,
I understand.
You understand, right? Because everybody's like, see, I'm beyond just that being married or but like then again you're proud to literally put that out there. Why?
Because basically I think it's part of the identity of the brand. I keep saying, you know, when you've always known you are going to do something, but then there's something that like propels it, there's something that like pushes it further for you. for me, I think getting married was what did that for me.
Wow,
You get
amazing.
so for me, it's like an identity. It's not. I don't know how to put this. So it's not like if I was not married, I wasn't going to. But I have to acknowledge the fact that this kind of like made it easier for me to like transition and say, okay, I want to do this. You get so that's why I'm putting that
out there,
yes,
and I love it. I mean, you're literally going to own it. Appreciate the fact that this was also a guiding light and a force to actually establish you the way we are. All right. So we have our first model standing by, looking pretty. Now tell me about this particular piece.
So this particular piece, the name is Flamingo.
Flamingo.
So yes, the whole bird like inspired it and everything. So this piece basically is for that woman that is kind of like soft, but she still wants you to see that she's here, she's there, she's not like going anywhere. So that's how this piece came about. This is what basically inspired the piece. So like, you know, our aesthetic, which is the ruching, the pleats, we always have it. So we try to put it intricately so that it like gives and shows the shape of the woman or the woman wearing it basically. So that's how basically this.
All right. So I love the fact that it's showing the shape. The figure right there, however, is not demanding. Like it's not.
So it's not. Yeah, it's not looking too risque. Like it's it's still.
Yes, you're still going to be very comfortable in that piece. Definitely, the fact that it still flatters your figure. The things that are meaning. Let's talk about the fabricking and the pieces together.
So basically, we use particular fabrics. There's some fabrics that we're known for. Like so it's called raw silk. We use raw silk. We use crepe for this particular outfit. We used raw silk for the outfit. We placed the pleats intricately so that they form this whole like shape and like you said figure and like you said it is still form fitting, but then again it's not too risque or too looking too funny.
All right, amazing. Okay, so while we are still on this conversation, we're going to take a quick break. We need to definitely pay some bills, but we'll be right back. Sandra is still here. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you've definitely missed so much, but then again, not to worry, we still have so much for you. So before the break, I definitely had here with me MSO now, Mrs. Sandra O, and she was telling me about her fashion brand so far. We've seen one of her pieces, but she's still here with us. Okay, so I said I was going to ask a very important question. So you spoke about the fact that it's very important, the fact you're married, the impact it's had on your brand now. So now let me ask the very, very obvious question. How do you manage to balance being married, having kids, and then running a fashion line? Not just any fashion line, the fashion line that you actually run.
So I think basically it's just having structure, like knowing you have to do this at a particular time. I schedule my day, I schedule everything I have to do, and once I miss anything, it becomes very, and with the kids being on holiday as well, it's also very important to like use that schedule and go through with it. So scheduling is very important. That's what I do.
All right, amazing. So scheduling. So I'm sure that definitely works, even across like work, I mean at home, and all that kind of stuff. So, okay,
there's always time for everything, like you know when you're meant to do some stuff.
All right, amazing. So now let's talk about the idea of, or will I say the task it is of like production in Nigeria. So now as a fashion designer, I mean from employing staff to explaining the vision of an outfit, of the brand, putting the pieces together, telling them, see, this bubble must bubble like this. You have to get, how is it, like, how do you deal with that? Because I mean, a lot of times, I think one of the challenges most fashion designers have, right, is if it's not sourcing of fabrics, is literally like manpower. Right? So how do you manage to, I mean, put your team together and then keep them in that place where they get and understand exactly what you're doing?
First things first, all glory to God. Because I feel that's very important to acknowledge that fact. And then again, I really think it is taking things easy with people, right? So using myself as an example, I'm always there with my team. I don't leave anything or everything for them to do. But I could still travel and then they do the work, right? But once I'm around, I let them know that you can lean on me. You can let me know if something is difficult. You don't have to figure it out by yourself. You get, because in as much as they've been working for years, they're still learning. I'm still learning as well. So I think it's not being hard on your employees. I think it is very important. And also let them know the vision. You need to explain it in a way that they understand. Some of them don't know the vision. They don't see the vision. So let me give you an instance. You as the business owner, you look very flashy. You obviously look like you're making money. And then you're owing your staff rent. Salaries
and all of that.
You're not paying them.
Drag them.
You're not, do you understand? So I feel like in as much as you employ them, I think number one, you need to see them as human beings. It is very, very important. I see my girls as human. I always call them my sisters. Do you understand? And if you want to live, fine. I know that I've done all that I can do. So I think it's just between you and maybe whatever you're going through. But I let everybody know that you can count on them. And I let them know you're not alone. Sometimes they find it difficult in terms of their sourcing fabric or even pattern drafting. I just tell them, leave it for me. When I come, I'll do it. You understand? And that's how they learn, to be very honest. Taking everything one step at a time, like not trying to do everything all at once. You'll get there at some point.
So there's no rush and all of that. Amazing. Okay, now let's very quickly go to the last or the final look for today. Now tell me, what was the vision behind this black piece? I love it so much.
So this black piece is called Raven. So you know, like Raven, the black bird.
Okay, so the first one is Flamingo, and this one is Raven. I would love to see the entire collection. Just have an entire collection of birds.
So basically, that was what kind of like inspired it, the black bird with its feathers and wings and everything. So basically, that's
amazing. So the Raven. So do you have a thing for watching birds?
Not really.
So why would you say you pulled a lot of inspiration from?
Basically, some of them in this collection. So the name of the collection is Spectrum. Where these clothes are. We released it 1st of August. Right? It's a 13-piece collection. Not all of them are named after birds. What we're trying to do basically was to name them after colors. For colors, creatures, tools, so anything that we see. Yes, thank you. So anything that we see like in nature, things that we're like used to. So we
interacting
name each
with.
of them.
Okay, amazing. I mean, I can see these two pieces already looking fabulous. I can only imagine what the other pieces are definitely looking like. Amazing. Well done. Now let's talk about projections. Talk about next 2, 3, 5 years.
If you remember very well, the last time I was here, I told you I don't look at things like I try as much as possible to take things one step at a time. Because if you're trying to, I feel like if you're trying to do, you know when they say, I don't know if I'm meant to say this, but you know that there's God's work. And there's your work. If you're trying to do the work of God, I feel like you'll get stuck at some point, because it has happened to me, where I try to calculate, oh, Sandra, so if you do this, in the next 2 years, you'll be here. Babe, in the next 2 years, I'm not anywhere, you get. So I just do all I have to do every day, and then I make sure that I'm progressing every day. It doesn't matter where I'll be in 2 years, or 5 years, or 10 years. As long as I wake up every day, I'm doing all that I have to do. I'm fine.
Amazing. I think that's actually a very good way to actually look at it. Because yeah, it's true. A lot of people are really, really interested in like achieving. oh, this person is here. Okay, in the next 1, 2, 3 years, I'll be. That's actually very good. Take it easy. Life is not it's a marathon, right?
Anywhere, you know when they say whenever you wake up is your morning.
Is your morning anywhere you are. True. No pressure. I love it. I love it. Because a lot of fashion designers are actually really pressed and pressured, right? For no particular reason. But I love what you're doing your thing one step at a time. Well done. You're doing amazingly well. All the best in all your future endeavors. Love you. Love your collection. Amazing. All right, guys. You definitely heard it from Sandra herself, right? Telling you to take it one step at a time. This weekend, too, take it one step at a time. Do you understand? Let Friday finish first. Let the day finish. Stay at work. Finish your work. At night, then we'll figure out what we're doing at night, right? Amazing. Thank you so much. We still have so much more coming right here. Remember, we still have breakfast to taste in the kitchen with our chef. We still have Clay Rocks, another performance. So make sure you stick around. We're literally going on a break. And when we come back, we'll be back here.